So the livestock farming is combined with the crop farming by the rural families with the view to supplementing their incomes, with the view to increasing their incomes. So out here in the box I have given the Operation Flood. Everybody has heard of Operation Flood. I would want everyone to go through it. It is a milk revolution, yes, brought in the year 1966, due to which our country became self-sufficient, and to a large extent, it used to be said that rivers of milk were flowing. That is the reason it is known as milk revolution, after many changes had been adopted in the livestock's way of looking after them and feeding them. So this movement was started in Gujarat. Now, livestock farming in India is an important source of employment for the women, especially. Presently, animal husbandry is a source of alternative employment to nearly 7 lakh small and marginal farmers in the countryside, that is in the rural areas. However, livestock sector is not free from problems. Let us see the problems in terms of its size. Our livestock population is perhaps the largest in the world, but in terms of the quality, we are far behind from most developed countries in the world. The reasons being what? Low productivity owing to backwardness of know-how, what to feed them, and what all medicines to give them when they fall sick. So many things are there. So technical know-how is lacking here, and deficient veterinary care. We don't have many veterinarians, that is the doctors who look after the animals, especially in the rural areas. So whenever they get sick, many of them may die, yes, because of lack of proper care and proper time. Then the next is fisheries. Kerala, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, they are the principal states in India where fisheries is an important source of livelihood in the rural areas. The fishing community in India depends almost equally on inland sources and the marine sources of fishing. Let us see what these two sources are. The inland sources include rivers, lakes, ponds, streams, while the marine sources include the oceans and the seas. So together these sources are known as water bodies, which are a provider. They are the source of subsistence for the fishing communities. But the fishing communities, they are facing so many problems. So widespread indebtedness of the fishing communities make fishing a vulnerable occupation. Yes, most of the fishermen, they are very, very poor, and they take loans the same way as the farmers do, and they are not able to repay it back. Yes, so they are vulnerable, susceptible to the times. So it is suggested that credit facilities be provided to the fishing communities that breaks the vicious circle of indebtedness. Proper credit facilities should be provided to them the same way as the credit facilities are being provided to the farmers. Then microfinancing through SHG, self-help groups may go a long way in redeeming credit needs of the marginal fishing families or the poor families in the rural areas. Self-help groups, as we have in the agriculture sector, the same way SHG should be encouraged even in the fishing areas. Then fishery technology be upgraded and made available to the fishing community. Latest technology should be given to the fishing community so that they can improve upon the fish catch. Then next is horticulture. Horticulture, everybody knows, it's the growing of fruits and vegetables. Horticulture is another alternative source. It is more like diversification of crop production rather than a source of employment different from crop farming. Horticultural crop, they include what all? Fruits, vegetables, flowers, besides several others. Over time, there has been a substantial increase in the area under horticulture. Many farmers, instead of growing the food crops, they have started growing the vegetables and the fruits, yes, and the flowers. So India is second largest producer of fruits and vegetables in the world. We are emerging as a leading producer of mangoes. Which all fruits? Mangoes, bananas, coconuts, cashew nuts, and a variety of spices. So high crop productivity leads to what? It has led to golden revolution. The same way as we had the white revolution. Yes, so we have the golden revolution. The green revolution was concerned with the increase in the productivity of the crop. The white revolution was increase in the production of milk, and the golden revolution is the increase in the output